Evening, BroadCoven. Thanks for dropping in with me. We're just going to get a message of the moment for the collective. So this is for any sign, doesn't matter the placement, the house, or what your rising is. We're going to just check it out and see what wants to come on through. I hope all of you that have been riding out the storm are well, that you're safe, that you're protected, that everything came out okay, and that you're getting to the other side of this, sending out a lot of love for all of those that have dealt with some losses and are moving through that challenging terrain. I pray that you got all the support and resources you need coming in to help get you on the other side of that, right? I haven't heard anything yet from the people that I know that have been writing it out, but I trust that they will reach out when they're able to. I know there's a lot without power right now, so just holding the best. Let's keep holding the best intentions for everybody who's moving through those challenges with the hurricane. Okay, let's dive in now and see what we got coming on through for the collective. I felt like playing with a little bit more of my spicier cards today. So that might mean that things are about to heat up for the collective a little bit. You know, a little heat can be good sometimes. All right. So let's see how this is going to play out. We're opening up with this super awesome future deck to see what's coming in for the collective. I'm going to call in all of the signs. Ooh. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. Let's see what's coming in here for us. All right. Ooh, I like this. Something coming into alignment here. It looks like you're getting to the other side of a really difficult cycle here. There's been a lot to digest emotionally. I also feel like the old you doesn't exist anymore. You're coming into a new form here. Everything in your life is about to transform in the very best way. Whatever you've moved through here, however difficult it may have been, you are now moving into more of a position of power and authority in your life. This is also a number of abundance, manifestation. So I do feel where you've been unsure about a directional choice you needed to make, or maybe you felt like you lacked what you needed on a material level to get where you needed to go. I feel like that's about to turn around. There's something that you moved out of the way that was actually causing blockage to you moving forward here. And you're going to find out it was just the ticket, because there's something that is coming into alignment here for you because you ended that old cycle. And as a result, I feel like what's coming in, it's built to last for a long time to come. All right, let's see what this is. Let's get some more details here. Oh, that one did come out right away. Oh, I like this. Okay. We got some cards coming out here. That was quite a messy shuffle. I think things have been a little messy. I think where they've been messy, you have some loyal people on your side that have been helping you find the way through. I feel like the masculine's a big support at this time. This is the time to call on your bros. You know, they got your back. I feel that. You got some loyal men in your corner. That's how it's coming through. And see, there's some key that you're about to get that's going to open up a door of opportunity. And for you, it may be a door that actually is the door to a new office, a new home. Okay, so there's something here that's opening up for you. I think you weren't sure at one point what door to open. You've been sort of trying to figure it out. Like, okay, what should I do? Which way should I head? There's something coming through here that makes things very clear for you. I feel like you're actually getting keys put in your hand, and these keys open the door to this next stage in your life. Whatever is happening here, it's the hatching of a brand new vision and way of moving forward for you. This is not like anything that you've been through before, Toto. I don't think we're in Kansas anymore. And again, I feel like there's some loyal people here who have made it through the storms of life with you, and they're jumping into this next chapter with you. Okay, so do look for some supportive people to be coming in here. And I like this because I do feel like with vigor in reverse, I think you've been really tired. I think it's been a challenge. I think it's been a struggle. I think there's been a lot of people you've had to school in your situation and sort of try to catch them up. get them on the same page, help them see where you're coming from. And I feel like whatever this is, you're finally just like dropping it. You're like, I don't have time to educate you about my choices, about where I'm going here. I think you did weigh things up for a long time. I think you've been in this position, okay? You've been trying to figure out, do I listen to my head? Do I listen to my heart? I think there's been a lot of grief around this. There's been a lot of stress around this. I got some of you may have even been dealing with like panic attacks, okay? You've been having asthma attacks. Like there's something here about just really feeling like high anxiety, high stress, been under pressure for way too long. Some of you feel like your health has really suffered as a result because the stress has been going on so long, it's starting to affect you physically. I do feel like that's coming to an end. You're not having to, pull all this weight behind you pretty much because you chose to let a lot of it go. Some of you have also been dropping some weight. And as you're doing that, you're going to feel your health improve even more, just as a little side note there. But I do feel like you got some people coming in here to help you get where you need to go. I think this is really a blessing coming in here for you. And it's coming in the form of some really loyal friends who have your back, okay? So you're not going to be closing up this cycle by yourself. You do have people by your side that are going to help pull you through this challenge. And I do see keys in your hand. It looks like it's keys to a door of opportunity. And I got for a lot of you, it could be keys to a physical door, to a home, to an office. I mean, certainly it could be a car door too, but it doesn't really have that vibe to me. It feels more like a door of opportunity that leads to a new way of life, may even involve some kind of radical move, possibly from one place to another, moving out of the city to maybe somewhere where you can have a little bit more peace, more quiet, more calm. I mean, it's possible, okay? And for some of you, this could be the result of a breakup here, right? Yeah, I mean, I think where you've been dealing with something from the past that just kept on coming back, you've wisened up here. You're not letting these zombies feed on your brains anymore. You did lay something to rest. You may have even laid something to rest with the new moon in Libra, that ring of fire eclipse that we moved through there. I do feel like there's something here that you've overcome. It tried to kind of rise up again, but you made a choice that's that, you're done with this. For some of you, you're done with a particular group dynamic as well. You're ready to go your own way. You're sailing off into the distance. I feel like there's like some kind of lightening of your load here. It feels like a little bit of R&R. So if you've been needing, to be able to take a breath, to just relax a little bit, if it's been the struggle bus for a long time, I feel like you're getting some kind of unexpected support here that's really lightening things up for you. And it's going to give you a chance to sort of like catch your breath, figure out what your next steps are. It's like the pressure's being taken off of you here. I feel like there's some loyalty here. There's some support in here. Let me see if there's anything else that wants to come up around this. Okay. Some of you may have been planning a cruise. You may have had something booked that got canceled. Don't worry about that. It'll all work out in the end, all right? Yeah, I see there's some big financial level up coming in here for you that you may not be aware of right now, okay? What you've been used to, oh, it's about to change. I feel like you've been doing a lot of penny pinching here, and it's been extremely challenging. And in fact, that may have even caused some problems around the home. It's been a little weird, a little off at home. It's been difficult to figure things out. There may have been some arguments in the home as well. But I do feel like, look at this, got 26. So again, that's that 8 energy. I do feel like there's something that is shifting here. There's some kind of reciprocal energy coming in that helps you get on the same page with another or others. There is some loyalty here. There is some support coming through, and it looks good. And I do see there's a rise in fortune here. It looks like money's on the increase. I see this with the 9 energy. This is more coming from a source of like, either you're being gifted this and it's something that just feels like, whoa, this is totally unexpected. I never thought that, this was going to come my way. It's like something that comes in very much out of the blue. All right. It's like a big win. Okay. A big win. So you could be gifted something. You could win something, if you are somebody who likes to play games of chance, it's possible. I mean, I never recommend doing that, especially if you've been in a tight spot. But I do feel like this might be something that just, maybe you're out having some fun. Maybe you're in Vegas, you decide to play the slots, and all of a sudden, you get a little something coming in that gives you just the cushion you need. And now you know the choice that you can make because you have the funds that you need to make that choice. Maybe that's the only thing that was missing or holding you back. But I feel like what this is for most of you is that you're starting to look at things a little bit differently about how you want to be earning your money, and you may be switching things up, trying something really innovative where you're in business for yourself. Maybe you're choosing, to pick up some kind of side hustle here. Whatever you're doing, you're going your own way. You're breaking from the pack with this, and I do see that your fortunes are on the rise. So there's some money coming in here. This could even be you getting gifted some seed money you need to invest in a business you want to develop here. You could be dealing with somebody born in the year of the ox. You could be dealing with a Taurus here, okay? But whatever this is, this looks good, all right? So maybe because you broke free from the pack, I could see this too. If you've been doing something where, maybe you were working with a group of people, you going off your own way is what brings you the success you were seeking. You may have felt like, man, I've been working so hard and I just feel like, I'm being left behind. It's 11:44 on the clock. So I do feel like, yes, that is the case for many of you, that you recognize you were being held back by a group. You broke up with this group and now you're moving ahead. And on your own merit here, I think it's going to feel pretty good. I also feel like what's going to be the making of you is that you're doing things differently. You don't do things like everybody else. So whatever you're doing that feels like, it's a little bit of a risk, and it seems like, kind of not the popular way to go, but it's what I feel like I need to do, because either Spirit gave me the memo and I was told I needed to do this. I got to just trust the vision, or it could just be what really excites you, so you decide, screw it, I'm going to go for it. This is what causes an increase in your fortune. Okay. Some of you are getting a job at some kind of, really like, I got like kind of a grassroots kind of business here, It's very different from the corporate structure that you've worked within. And I think you'll find a lot of growth there if that's the case, okay? But it's because you left one situation or you ended something with a particular group of people, or some people in your life who are being difficult are not in a position of power anymore. They're moving out of the sphere of influence. You're getting some keys here that open up a door of opportunity. You're also getting some support. Things are about to be a lot easier for you. I feel like you're not having to carry all this weight on your own. You're coming into alignment with the right people. Let me do a cut of the deck here and see what we got. Look at this. Somebody's coming in to help. I think it might even feel, I have to say this, it might even be a little weird ass mystical shit. You know what I'm saying? You might have somebody coming into your life that you feel like, are you for real? You might have an encounter with an earth angel or somebody who feels a bit like your genie, Somebody here is making something possible for you that you never thought could be possible. I mean, I do feel like there's been something here that's been eclipsing your sun. It's been eclipsing your happiness. I think you've been dealing with some storms. I think you've been making some wishes. You've had some things you've hoped for, and you've put energy in that direction. You've been working real hard for a long time. A lot of you feel like, man, I've been doing everything I'm supposed to do. I've been carrying my weight. Why am I feeling like I can't get where I need to go? Some of you feel frustrated. You feel like, I answered the call and here I am. I feel like I'm running in place. Like, what's going on? Where's the rescue? Okay. You may have felt sort of like you were out to sea for a while and you need somebody to bring you to shore. I feel like whatever this is, it's coming in here, it's about to get a little mystical. I feel like you got a little divine intervention going on here, and you may even be meeting some spirit guides and human form. You know what I'm saying? Something's going to feel a bit like, how did this even happen? I got that, okay? It's going to let you know there's more to life, you know? There's more to life than we live, we turn to dirt, and then worms eat us, okay? I think you're really going to have that revealed to you that there's a natural mystic weaving through your life. And there's something here that's coming into fruition. It's going to bring some unexpected gifts your way. And it's coming through helpful influences. But I got, there's something supernatural about this. I keep picking this up. Ooh, look at that. Okay, definitely 33 coming in here. This is a building block for your future. Yes, things are about to get quite mystical here. And I feel this is really going to kick off when we have that hunter's moon coming in Aries, okay? It's coming in Aries, which means it's a moon that illuminates where the direction of our north node, our destiny is. I do feel like you're getting a key here. It's putting some power in your hands that allows you to shoot a shot. I feel there's somebody coming in here. They feel like a kindred spirit. And whatever this is, there's something a little unusual about it. It seems almost impossible. Something about your meetup with this person, the way it goes down, or maybe even the person themselves feels a little bit otherworldly here. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. You could be dealing with a Pisces in this situation. I also feel all of those houses are significant. So you might want to check those out in your natal chart. If you don't have a natal chart, you can go to Astrodienst. I think they're at astro.com. And you can get a free chart drawn up there. It will really clue you into so much stuff to help let you know how to best apply these messages that come through here, okay? I think this is something that carries you to calmer waters. I like this. Do you see the way the energy is transforming here? I mean, we got the breakup here, right? And you got this ship going down. Look at these calmer waters. It's like you're finally seeing the shoreline. You're not out to sea anymore. I like this. I like this a lot. All right. So there is a karmic cycle that's been closed here. And you're about to feel a lot more optimism as we get closer to that hunter's moon. It's a super moon. All lights are on in the room. We no longer have the nodes of destiny eclipse. It's aligned with the north node. And you do have some keys that are being put in your hand. I feel like it's keys. It's not just a key, it's keys. You got some opportunities coming in here for you, but there's some major action you're taking with that full moon that comes in on the 17th that does really make things clear about the direction you're heading. And I do see that this is going to be sort of like working its way out through the lunar cycles, okay? So we won't see, you know, the fruition of this until a full lunar cycle is completed. So whatever action you set in motion here is really going to change things. But I know whatever this is, it's a major transformation. You're not who you used to be. Your reality is really shifting here. Something feels different, extremely different, not only about you, but also about the environment you're in and the possibilities that are ahead of you. You do have some key players coming in here that are here to support you. I also feel like, you know, you've understood where you needed to cut ties and you understand also who really has your back. And there's new people coming in here too. It's really good. All right. This is definitely moving into greater expansion. And I do feel like, again, you know, there's something mystical happening here, right? It's going to seem just sort of like otherworldly. I keep getting, I keep getting a hit about that. Well, I mean, you got it. It's almost like it's in the bag. You're not getting it. You got it. You got it already. Okay. Oh my goodness. All right. So let's check this out. I want to get some more details. We're pulling out the Arcane BS deck because I really wanted to just have some fun with this read. Ooh, well, I mean, maybe some of you are getting a key to a car. Okay. So if something's been going south with your vehicle and you've been needing a ride, I feel like a ride's coming in here. You know, might be kind of like even a muscle car for you, right? Might be something you've wanted to have for a long time. Oh, look at that. We got the 333 there too. Okay, so if you've needed some help with some transportation, if you've needed some help, you know, with vehicle, I feel like something's coming through there too. This looks good. There may even be somebody coming in here who's going to help you get where you need to go. I can also see this as your chariot leading you forward. It does say a pit bull with a tiny truck, right? Maybe that's sort of talking about you may not have a lot with you, okay, moving forward, but that's okay because I do feel like your fortunes are on the rise. You'll accrue material things soon enough. It's not really the material things that matter right now for you. I feel like you're just really ready to move into a more optimistic time in your life. And I do feel like that's coming in. Feels like somebody's coming in who's going to help you get there. Okay. So chariot on the way, right? Chariot here to pick you up, get you where you need to go. You're not going to be staying in a position where you feel like you don't have any options or where you feel like your hands are tied or you don't know what to do. There's something that's opening the road here for you. And I do feel like there's help here, okay? Maybe coming in from a gentleman, okay? This could be somebody who's a sharp dresser. This could be somebody from a different background than you. I feel like there's something different about the two of you, okay? Maybe people wouldn't normally put the two of you together, but you're actually the perfect pairing, all right? I do feel like this person has the ability to make some wishes come true, and they're choosing to make you a benefactor here. That's what it feels like. I'm also picking up a hint, though, that there's going to be somebody who's not going to be happy about this, that you got this assistance, that you got this lucky break coming in here, that you got this wish fulfillment coming in, that somebody is kind of standing by you here. It's just sort of coming in here. Yeah, I think that there's this new beginning that you are going to have put in your hands. The transformation's already here. And I think you're looking at it and you're sort of shocked by this opportunity to advance and move forward. But I do feel like there's those on the periphery who would like to hold this up for you with that sort of like hangman energy there. But you're free, you know, you're not hung up here. You are moving forward. Right? This is the birth of a new beginning for you. This is a tangible opportunity that's being put in your hands. So let's see what this is about. What is coming in for the collective? Tell us more about the particulars around this opportunity, or even who is this character that's coming in. We got some loyal fans. I want to say loyal fans. Okay, maybe some of you do have fans. Maybe some of you are in the industry. Right? You might have some fans. Maybe you're getting some people that are, you know, helping you out, getting you in, getting your foot in the door for a particular opportunity where maybe you wouldn't have access unless you did have an in. I can see that too, okay? I was going to say you have some loyal friends in your corner, right? But I think some of you are in the industry, potentially. You might be getting you know, some help from that quarter there too. Yeah, this is interesting, okay, because I had a treasure hunt energy come in for us, and I've been waiting for more messages to come in so I could do a quest read on that. But it looks like that's going to be coming in pretty soon here, more details about how to move ahead, right? I think now is the time to sort of get yourself prepared for the adventure. I do see like a big leveling up in finances coming in. I see you partnering here. Okay, you're not entering into this alone. And yeah, maybe some of you are in the industry. Some of you may be in theater here. You may be an actor. You may be offered a role or some opportunity, or you get to meet with a producer. There's something opening up here for someone. Okay, I must have somebody that's involved in the industry that's going to tune in for this, for that to come in. I also feel like where you've been dealing with tragedy, there's a lot more laughter, levity. You get to experience the comedy of life too. So there's a little bit of changing up energy coming in here. I think that, yes, there's still, a little bit more effort to get ahead, but you're not going to have to make this effort alone. So whatever's coming in here is lightening up your load a bit. I do feel there is that divine intervention, and you're able to bring things to an end that need to come to an end. I feel like what's coming to an end is the end of indecision. Things are about to become very clear, and there's absolutely protection and moving forward. A lot of you feel really connected to your ancestors, and I think you feel that ancestral protection over you. You got the lighting shifting here. Let's turn on the lights. I'm going to shift this lighting a little bit. Let's see. Ooh, okay, that turns the lights on in the room. All right. Yes. Okay. So you do have some protection here. And I think that you're also getting guided about where you need to make the cuts. Okay. So there's something here about being fit for the road ahead. Do pay attention to your health at this time, because I see that. It looks like you've been dealing with a lot of stuff. You may be kind of worn out at this time. Strengthen yourself, give yourself time to take care of your body, because I do feel like there's another big push coming in, but it's for the right reasons. You know what I'm saying? This isn't like something stressful. It's actually really good. I think you'll feel positive about it. But, even when we're moving in a positive direction, if there's a lot of change, it still has its stresses. And I do think you want to be fit for this moving ahead. So, get some exercise in. I think that's good at this time. Exercise is great for blowing off steam too. So if you've been feeling stressed out, if you've been dealing with a lot of stuff, if you got a lot of nervous tension in your body, work it out, man. It can help out a lot. All right. We got here. Yeah, that was just that card we already looked at here. So, I do feel like you might have been dealing with somebody here. Let me see. I got to carefully cover this here. I think that you may have been dealing with a chaos mom here. Somebody maybe was throwing a little chaos on your path. Some of you were dealing with a chaos magician here, somebody who harnesses the sexual energy in order to fuel their workings, okay? But however this is played out, there's some chaos mom in this situation. She gives birth to chaos. You've been dealing with a difficult woman here, I have to say. This person is a bit of a shapeshifter. This person also, they thrive on this. They thrive on stirring stuff up. I do feel like this is the person who's wanted to create, some blockage in new beginnings, some holdups here. I feel like whatever's going on here, this person is like, they're having their hand revealed here, and there's something that's being balanced out by the divine. It's an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth here, and I do see that is moving out of the sphere of influence for you. So this looks good. And that sort of expands on the message that came in last night when I dropped in. Okay, so I do see remnants of this here, but it looks like we're going a little bit deeper with the collective message here, and getting some more insight into what's coming in here. Let me cut the deck and see what we got. Yeah, I think that, this person who's getting caught up, they're pretty pissed off about this. That is the middle finger that's cut off here. This person is not, they're not really taking the blow to their ego so well. That's what I got. This person kind of thought that they could, just sort of play with your life like it was a game. That's what I feel. They thought that this was just a game, but it's not so fun when you're on the other side and you get caught up. This may be somebody who even kind of comes off holier than thou as well. Okay. And it's sort of like they're getting caught behaving badly. That's what I got. Somebody's facade is being cracked here. And what's inside, it ain't pretty. And I do feel like it's a bit of an embarrassing moment for this individual, but it's long overdue. This should have been flushed a long time ago with urinal death. Those pucks they put in those urinals, they're supposed to, combat some of the, stench of that. But I feel like if this is something that's been sitting there so long, it's way overdue. Okay. So there's something that is affirmatively being brought to an end here. This character is not going to be able to influence anymore. Look at that. Because, they may have thought that you were nobody. They may have thought that they could have run this game on you. They put a target on your happiness. They threw those rocks. They hid their hands. But I see that you're like, oh no, I cut myself free. And that hold up at the crossroads, it ain't for me. It's for you. Okay. So I do feel like this energy is turning around. Somebody, played the clown in this situation. They thought they were clowning you. Well, this is the tears of the clown here, I see. All right. It has everything to do with you cutting off this connection. As soon as you cut off this connection, if this is something you haven't done already, I feel like most of you have, and you've sort of been wondering, like, okay, when am I going to get to the other side of that? I feel like I cut off what was problematic. I think it's taken a little time for this situation to sort of flush out, so to speak. But yeah, it's just about to turn. And there is some help coming in here. I like that because I got the sense that the help is way overdue. I feel like you've been kind of like slugging something out on your own, and you could use a little help from some friends. And I think who those friends really are is becoming very clear to you, right? Let's get a little more details here with my trusty shadow light deck here. I love it. Bottom of the deck, we got Theory of 11. So yes, there's an alignment coming in here. You got somebody in particular. I do feel like it's a group of people that are supporting you, okay? And they're bringing in some opportunities, also some assistance. But I feel like there's one person in particular here that has a certain power or authority to make a wish come true for you. And they're deciding to bless you up. I got that really strongly. So look for this to be coming in. It's something that's going to turn that frown upside down, even as the tables are being turned on those who try to create some problems for you. So it's like getting to the other side of some difficulties, which is good. And I mean, that is on the deck with the astrology here. We did get out of that heavy eclipse energy. We still got Pluto and Capricorn, so we know that there's more work ahead, all right? We're not out of that territory until November 19th, all right? But I feel like with the final push forward here into the next stage, into the next phase, into the higher loop of the spiral, you got some people coming in here to assist, all right? We got an Ace of Hearts. It's coming up in the light. It's in reverse here. This is positive though, okay? So I do feel like there was some new beginning in love, or you were hoping to maybe heal a connection here, but you felt like you were really being blocked. You couldn't bring this together. Yep. I mean, I feel like, you were dealing with somebody who had a lot of anger, a lot of aggression here. They were directing it your way. This chaos mom could have had a strong fire sign energy, or they could have really been trying to cut you off at the pass in relation to a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I see whatever caused the blockage here, though, somebody was doing so out of anger. They were impassioned, but impassioned in such a way that it can make them enraged, right? So somebody here did not want you to have this new beginning in love. They may have even blocked some news from coming your way. There may have been somebody who wanted to connect with you, somebody who wanted to reach out to you, and somebody interfered with this person being able to get in touch with you. Oh, yeah. They put this on ice. They put that on hold with the Four of Spades coming up in the shadows. Some of you, they may have put you on ice. I mean, I'm not going to put it beyond a chaos magician. This could be somebody who thought, oh, I'll just like freeze them here. Well, with things like that, there's always a price to pay. I mean, anybody who plays like that has to know that, you know, you got a barter there. The piper comes around to be paid. So whoever was interfering here, that energy is looping back around. Okay. I see this. They wanted to block this alignment coming in here for you with the 4 of clubs coming up in the shadow. You've been dealing with somebody that really just doesn't want to see you get what is rightfully yours. All right. And I can see this Ace of Hearts. I mean, most of the time when we're looking at this in cartomancy, this is about receiving some really good news. And it's in relation to love, and it sort of like lights you up and it puts you in that place of, you know, feeling celebratory. This is something that would get the butterflies going in the stomach. Okay. It was something that was supposed to be a really happy moment here for you. But I also see it as something that would just be like your personal wish fulfillment, something that would be really something for you to feel like, yeah, this is a real moment for me. I feel like somebody stole your moment from you. They maybe even stole your moment by like causing a big scene or acting up or stirring up some kind of drama that would catch people up and, you know, prevent them from sort of even being available to celebrate this moment with you. You may have even, you know, had to sort of lift yourself up when you did have every little bit of progress you had here. Okay. But something's changing in this regard, right? And I do feel like where something was interfered with here, this is being recovered. Looks like it. Okay. I feel like there was news. It's coming in as there was news delayed. Somebody wanted to reach out to you. Somebody wanted to reach out to you. Somebody's been trying to connect with you, but somebody's been interfering with that message getting through, right? But it's coming in. Okay, it is. It's coming in. It's worse for the wearer, but it's arriving. And I still got this message that somebody here is not happy about this. Okay, so you got somebody that it's like, it's kind of funny because I feel like this person's hand has been revealed, and I do feel like they're suffering some fallout for it. But this person's got such a huge ego on them that they're not willing to like just accept it and let it go. This is like a person in their like Lieutenant Dan mode. You know, that's the best you got. I wouldn't tempt fate, man, especially when it looks like you've been doing something here that you shouldn't be doing. That won't turn out so well, okay? Because fate's got the upper hand right now. I feel that, okay? But I do feel like somebody's really bitter about this. I like this, though. We have the King of Spades, you know, coming up in the crossing position in the light. It's like, yeah, you can be angry about that, but your interference was cut off, you know? And I feel like there's strong protection in place with this 9 of clubs in the shadow. Anybody who tries to like break through these boundaries, they're going to get it pretty rough. Oh, they'll be burdened very, very much so if they try to trespass across this line you've drawn in the sand here. Air sign energy coming up in the light, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius there. Okay, any more details about this, Spirit? So it looks like you got some kind of intercession happening here. Something is being contained that was very messy and problematic. And whoever was putting this burden on you or whatever was causing these issues is efficiently being dealt with here. They're not happy about it, but they're not going to have any ability to come at you. I see that. You know, this is almost like I heard firewall. Okay, so, you know, where there was kind of breaches online too. I feel like that's being dealt with as well. Okay, we got some more coming out with that. Yeah, a lot coming out with that. Right, some of you were dealing with an online issue here. Yeah, I mean, somebody can't get away with this anymore. I do feel like they were able to kind of like sneak around and manipulate things before in a situation, but this person has been totally exposed, right? Totally exposed. And it's a disappointment for them. All right. It's a disappointment for them, but for you, it's what you need to recover that celebration. And I like it, you see, because there was something that was preventing this energy from coming forward. It's wild. It's just like yesterday's download where the energy transforms with the fire. You see? So there's something being transformed here. I mean, I could see if fire is blocked, right? Let's say you got strong fire in your chart and you're wanting to take a strong action in a particular direction, but you feel like every time you're heading in a direction, there's just one thing after another getting stirred up. You got one obstacle after another coming in your path. Yeah, you'd get pretty angry too. I could see that, you know? And I feel like that's what this is. It's like this help comes in, all of a sudden, look, the energy transforms here. It's beautiful. And it's a recovery of this fulfillment with the 10 of hearts. This is recovering what should have been already obtained a long time ago, but there was a big battle over this. There's been some fighting over this. There's been drama over this. I also feel like whatever this is that's coming in here for you, you really wanted this. And because of how much you wanted it, you had people around you who decided they wanted it too. And for a lot of them, it wasn't even anything about them even wanting it. They just didn't want you to have it. I got that. But I feel like, you know, whatever this is, it's really going to lift your spirits. If you've been feeling sort of down in the dumps, if you haven't really been feeling like yourself, I feel like you're going to be back to your old self in no time, okay? Some parts of you left behind, but other parts, you know, you want to retain. I feel like, you know, you're someone who knows how to deliver a good one-liner. You've got a good sense of humor. You enjoy witty banter, you know. I think normally you're kind of like, you know, the life of the party. People like to have you around, but you've been dealing with something here that's really like frustrated you, put out your fire at one point, right? May have even had you a bit of a recluse, I have to say, like you wouldn't let anybody in, you didn't want anybody around you. Yeah, I mean, I think you were licking your wounds, you were feeling really disappointed, and you had to move through this for a while. It wasn't easy. But look at this. We got Queen of Hearts here, okay? So something's filling your heart with joy. Something's coming into alignment here. And we got water sign energy on the board with that. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So we got some fire sign energy here. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We got air sign energy here. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We got water here. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Let me do a cut of the deck here and see what we got. Okay, so we got something, again, involving social media going on here. For those of you who do any kind of work online, if you were dealing with sort of like, you know, a little sluggishness, if things, you know, weren't really picking up, or you felt like sales weren't coming in, or you were just feeling blocked in some way, I do feel like there's progress here. Things are moving forward. It feels really good to you. There's success here. Okay, blockages removed. Big success coming in. Something's really turning around. So if you are somebody who works online and you feel like you've been held back a little bit or haven't been seeing the growth you wanted to see, something's coming in here that's about to turn that all around. And for some of you, you got a brilliant idea. You're veering from the pack. You're doing something different. It really shakes things up. Somebody likes what you're doing here. They want to support you. Maybe they're giving you an opportunity to gain more exposure for your work or to have some kind of growth. I also feel like those of you who are dealing with some kind of mess online, some kind of drama online, this is being cleared up. So this is good. I like this. Very positive energy. We're going to go ahead and get an overarching theme here with this oracle. Again, we have forgiveness on the bottom of the deck here. So I do feel like you're just choosing to let time in your life go. There may have been one point when you wanted to sort of like get even with somebody, especially if they caused a lot of issues for you. But I think you're just, you know, you don't want to hold on to it anymore. You're just grateful that things are going to be lightening up here and that you got some good stuff coming in for once. I see that, okay? So let's see what is coming in here for the collective. What's the overarching theme so we can kind of capture the energy of what this is that's coming in. Looks really good. Big turnaround in energy here. Somebody is going to have to, understand the position that you were put in, though. I see that, okay? You don't really need to do anything here. That's why, the best thing to do is just let go. I talk about this a lot because people have a lot of ideas about what forgiveness is. You hear people say all the time, you can't heal until you forgive. And yet they have this feeling that forgiveness only looks one way. And I have to tell you that sometimes forgiveness is just being willing to give up the fight. Just let it go, move on, trust that life balances things out in the appropriate timing and in a way that is such poetic justice. You could never, you could never come up with such a plan to execute. So just, leave it be and trust that however it rolled out, this person came into your life to help you grow, help you evolve, to teach you something. And hopefully, they pulled the best out of you. Usually, I find that's the way it is. When somebody challenges you or opposes you on your path, causes problems for you, you got a choice. I mean, you can meet them on their level. You can get ensnared in that, or you can rise above it, and you can use it as an opportunity to better yourself and grow and evolve. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't even notice that. These sneaky cards. Half of these wanted to stay over on the Kali Oracle. Interesting. Okay. So Kali, Kali is all about, clearing out the dead wood, like clearing out what is no longer of value, what doesn't have a basis in truth, right? So let's see what's on the bottom of the deck of this half of the Halloween Oracle, because I missed this. Okay. So again, see, you got the strength. You're going to overcome what you couldn't overcome in the past. This energy is turning around. Some of you could have been dealing with a Leo in your situation. All right. So let's go ahead and shovel these in. That came as a surprise. Also, if you've been dealing with any health issues or self-esteem issues, if you still got a little of that energy lingering, strength training is excellent. Okay, it can make you feel stronger emotionally. They've done studies on that, actually. So now might be a good time for doing some strength training, okay? If your back's been hurting, or, if you've been having issues with your bone structure, if your joints have been hurting, you might need some strength training just to help give all of that supportive tissue a little bit of reinforcement, so you're not feeling that pain. Yeah, I mean, I do feel like you were dealing with a witch here, okay? May have even thrown a few fireballs your way, I have to say. The earthly weaver of the worlds could have been somebody with a strong earth sign placement in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Doesn't have to be, but I now feel like the power is being put in your hands to transform your life. Wield that fire wisely, all right? Don't be foolish. Don't use it for destruction, or else you're just going to find yourself in a karmic loop if you try to go tit for tat. Right, I'm talking to those of you out there who do like to work the path of the alchemist, right? Do be aware of what you're putting out there. Again, there's something that's coming in here with that supermoon on the 17th. We got werewolf, exploring wildness. So you're going off the beaten path here, okay? There's something that's opening up here for you. Again, I got this. It feels like this is like otherworldly. How could this even be possible? It opens up a path for you. It's like a hidden path. Maybe that's what the treasure hunt is about. There's a hidden path that's opening up for you. But in order to find it, you have to open up and be more explorative, right? Maybe you need to get out and about. Maybe there's somebody who will come onto your path that will awaken this within you. I do feel like there's like some destined meeting with somebody here, right? Somebody coming in that's going to pull something out of you that makes something possible, that opens up a road you never would have been able to head down otherwise. And that super moon in Aries on the 17th is coming in very strongly. Also, with that Sagittarius reference that came in with the moon back there, we do have Venus going into Sagittarius. So there's something that's going to really lighten up here as far as just your ability to be able to see the beauty in your life, your ability to be able to have more of an optimistic view, your ability to feel like you get to take up more space in your own life. The restrictions are being lifted here. And I do feel like it's got you celebrating, you know, feeling really good about this. And I love this. Look, because yes, you did experience some endings here, but now you're getting to the other side with the new beginning. And there's something beautiful that will come through here for you. Skull of flowers, creating through the ashes. And in fact, I feel that by the time we get to Halloween, you're really going to see this blossom in your life. Whatever this is, there's the bloom that comes on the other side of all those thorns that you grasped, okay? So there's something here about you've successfully made it through a challenging time in your life. Now you're getting to experience the sweetness on the other side. And there's a whole new road that's about to open up here. Let's do a cut of the deck, see what we got. I love it. It comes in again. Happiness in our hearts and homes. So yes, there's protection here. Got some gargoyle energy here watching over. I'm going to bring it in. I just think it'll be great for coming up towards Halloween, but we're going to have a gargoyle attunement so you can have your own protective gargoyle ally. Maybe that's the aid that's coming in. I don't know. That's something I've been wanting to do for a long time, but we're going to bring it in here. I'm going to give members first access to it, but then I'm going to, put it out here on the main channel for you all too, and it'll stay up. Okay. So be on the lookout for that. But there's something here that's being preserved. You got the keys that are opening up that road that's going to lead to that place. It's called home for you. There's some transformation that's happening here. You're finding the place where you belong. And look at that. This is the dawn, the light after the darkness. And again, we got that full moon energy. So I'm sticking with it. We're leading up to that energy now. Do be on the lookout for that. Something's coming to a close. Everything's about to begin right here. An opportunity for celebration that was lost is being recovered here. And it might come through in the most unexpected way. I have to say, there's a little bit of magic weaving in here with this. So be on the lookout for that.